All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Becca. Congrats. Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Safe. YouTube, let's go. Market is in sync on the short side, a bit of a counter trend going on here, and we are looking for what is this? Are we delayed again? What is it here? Let's take a quick look. A bit behind, okay. I'm showing price action at 80. Just go short. Yeah. You have that crystal ball, right? All right, so let's talk about all right, let me put it out there. Let's see here. That's the opening range, and we are looking at 711 to 608, and the mids are 640 and let's see here, 677. I know, Adam. I don't know what to do with this thing. It's just probably got too many things going on in this type of environment. I mean, what's your prices? What does it show? 688, 688. Yeah, I mean, it got to 650. I see that one. It got all the way to 650. Okay, wow. I know we're at 613 right now. And I trimmed my charts. Let me see if I can trim it even more. Yeah, I mean, I may have to do that, but it's too late for me to do it right now. I don't want to jack with the market. How many charts do I run? Too many, obviously. Yeah. We're trading at 71 right now. So the market is in sync on the long side, right? Yeah, it's I mean, the volume is not too terribly bad. 280s, 80s. We're at 80s right now, or we were at 80s. Now we're pulling at 67s. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis with the next target of 76. That got hit, so we have a target in the 700s. We're trading at 90 right now. Yeah, just watch it. If your system is struggling with the volume that the market is putting on, try to cut as many, basically simplify it. Have as many. Well, Replicanto does not, it should not be that big of a factor. I think it's more charts than Replicanto. I mean, you're not copy trading multiple accounts right now, are you? So I'm taking out the shadow trends, and I'm cutting the number of charts. Here we go. Take ES out. Yeah, so that shouldn't be a problem. Well, how many RAMs do you have? You have 64. So that's plenty. I remember you saying that. All right, so let's take a look. So the market is trading. So that's going to be the critical zone right here. And that critical zone is critical because it's just the mids of two opening ranges. So if we start trading above it, like the market closing above 90 and running up, closing above 711, here you go. That's the one for you. Then you are getting yourself a breakout of the ranges. And that means that zone is holding up, and you're starting to see some of that. We're trading at 70 right now, so they need to kind of hold on to it. If they don't hold on to that level, that could be a problem. Now we're trading 50s. What's going on here? This market is all over the place. There's a burst of energy just happened here. 610? Did the market just flash sell to 610? $610 and went back to 660. Billy, craziness is still with us. The market sell to 610. On the micro, I'm looking at the micro. It showed us quotes to 605. 605. Market is back in sync on the long. I'm on track right now. Okay. Let me see if I can even trim it. Okay, we hit the 90s and we're pulling back to the 70s. There was a captain set up short on 70 NT Rinko, so watch that. See that captain set up, and they're retesting it, between it within this zone, between the mid-range zone. So, I mean, that can put some pressure on the market, by the way. We're trading at 700. Market is in sync on the long side. Trading at 32s. Market is trending higher. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. I mean, I'm trading. They're trading at 32 right now, and this quote is in and around. I mean, it's catching up. It's probably like delayed by a few seconds. We're getting a little bit of an expansion outside the opening range right now. The top end of the opening range is 1617. We hit the 60s. Well, we hit the 60s, so we hit the target, and next target is 76s. Yeah, we're a little bit behind. We're trading 30s right now. Trading at 60s. So I should just go long right here, huh? I'll make a quick 35 points. The good news about price action today is we're not super crazy, right? We're trading at 50s. Our next target is 801, but the market's pulling back to 50s right now. '66s. All right. I think we're starting to catch up. Trading 90s. $98s. We're about to hit our target of 801. Trading 29s, man. That's running. Trading 30s right now. Let's see if I can. It looks like we're gonna have a big recovery day. We're already having that, but I think I'm in sync now. I mean, things are. We have about 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Next target is 76. We got 3 minutes to the top of the hour. We're trading 80s. Is the quotes improving? Trading 90s. Okay, so am I matching you guys as far as quotes? Okay, I'm showing 90s. What is that? 97s, 75s. Yep. Okay, so we're good. Okay, I see what the issue is. Okay, I had an automated system that was running in the background, and that was a little bit taxing in this environment. So I took it out. All right. So we're hitting a whole number. Most likely we're going to come back. Yeah, here we go.
Time to get up and go. Give everybody yourself a
All right, I'll be back. the market is in sync on the long side, so pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis. We're getting, I mean, the pullbacks are to the middle of the range with railroads and switch trades. So you're not getting pullbacks to harmony zone number 2 anymore. And that's typically more consistent with a volatile market. Um, you're getting harmony zone number 1, pullbacks maybe, but the majority are trend following trades. Next target is 951. We're at target number 6 here, by the way, and that's just that's super extended. But that doesn't mean I need to go short here. Like, the market is not a short market. I'm gonna look at every pullback as a buying opportunity till proven otherwise. We could see how the market just basically came in, traded the opening range, right? And then broke above it and started to make higher lows, and then shot up the way it did. So that's an expansive trending market to the long side. Yeah, I think my quotes are good enough for me to trade now, so that's good. Let's get busy. Let's get it done. Let me see. I'm gonna send my orders out there just to make sure that things are showing up. Okay, here we go. So, I just watched this because we're very close to the middle of the range, and that typically will put you. Yeah, yeah. So the market is just there's a bit of distribution going on up here. We're above target number 6, an overextended market. Still looking for pullbacks to buy this market. Where would we reevaluate? I mean, if you truly break anything under 851, one area of concern would be under 83. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of distribution here. It looks like a little bit tired. Market is a little bit tired up here. Market is out of sync. Yeah, I know. A little bit of pressure going on here. There's a little bit of pressure going on here. What is this? 107. Okay. Market testing harmony zone number 1. I mean, if we test harmony zone number 2, I mean, that could be a good one. Market is out of sync. Yep. We're about to get a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. So there's a bit of distribution here and a rejection. They're testing harmony zone number 1. The trend is up. The order flow is up. Just we're getting this. Actually, that should have been. Okay, captain set up short on 100 NT Rinko right here. That is an exhaustive type of behavior. So you want to see rallies and how they hold up against that 500. So we got very close. This should get us a 900 and potentially with the right type of momentum get all the way down to 847 with a stop above 987. More pressure, more pressure, more pressure. That was a trick. That was a very tricky. See that burst of energy upward. Yeah, okay. It's an evaluation that went away. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, just keep a pipeline of evaluation accounts going, and start the day with those. See how you're doing before you go into the PA. It's gonna happen, and you learn a lot from those. Like, if you're putting too much size, too many trades, fading too much, all that stuff can start showing up in your evaluation and not in your PA. So what do we make out of this market? Market is out of sync, and there's a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. There's a rejection in and around that 60 to the 90 area. But just to be like this, the 65 to the 75, you're getting a lot of rejections in the 83s. So the market is just showing a lot of distribution in and around that zone, and then they're buying the 30s, and they're the market is just stuck here. I mean, the order flow is on the upside. We're just getting a pocket of sellers that are, you know, trying to work this range plus profit taking. We're trading 40s. They're coming back to the demand area right here. Testing harmony zone number 2 is a good spot on a higher low. We'll see if we get there. Here they come again, huh? Selling the 30s, back to the 30s right here, and here you go. So let's see. I mean, a little bit of bleeding going on. The only issue of harmony zone number 2 is the fact that we have a captain set up short on the 100. So that kind of leaves me a little bit more concerned about trying to get long on the retest of harmony zone number 2. Like if we didn't have that structure and just a natural pullback, it will weigh more than you have a big structure captain set up short protecting it. So like right now, I mean 26, 23, they just bounce right off of it, consistent with the behavior, a long behavior. Just don't like the fact that we have this. I'm going against this. Come on. Come on, come on. Another rejection. It's 53's rejection. This is the definition of chop. I mean, look at that. I mean, that responded fairly well. I don't know if anybody took it. Apex website not working again. Yeah, I tried to log on earlier. I mean, I was able to log on yesterday, but tried this morning. I couldn't. Yeah. No, I get it. I think you just we're just gonna have to be patient with them because everybody got hit with this cloud problem, so that they're trying to update their systems to prevent it from happening again. I'm gonna give them a day or so. I'm sure they're gonna extend that offer. It's an 80% offer with the code Harmony, all Harmony, and I think they're probably going to extend it. And we're not too far away from the 90%. I mean, usually they do it toward the end of the year, so kind of keep an eye on that one. All right, Harmony Zone number 2 again. 1303 and 93. Okay. There's definitely distribution. How's everybody doing so far? Checking on everybody here. Switch trade right here. They're coming into this demand area and harmony zone number 2. They need to hold this zone by trading above 35 and 40. If we start breaking under that 13, you're most likely going to hit that whole number and shift the personality of that market. Okay. That's pressure right here. That's a rejection. That's pressure. And I think the harmony zone number 2 is getting more tired. 900. You flush sell into that, which we're about to. Now they're trying one more time. 13 to 23. Yeah, it's gonna close. Here we go. So what is that telling me? Telling me that the market is in sync on the short side right now. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis, and we'll reevaluate above 40s, and we still have one more zone that the market can respond to. But I mean, I wouldn't short here. I would definitely wait for a pullback. I mean, or a rally. The market is strong. The trend is strong, and this is a dip. So there's going to be a lot of dip buyers coming in there trying to challenge the narrative. But the personality against this captain setup is we have a line in the sand in a way. This is the line in the sand. As long as this structure holds, this may be the distribution of the day to the upside, and the market is going to continue to push to the 50s and potentially the 800, and we get a retracement. Okay, so we're playing with the whole number here. The good news about this market is just it's orderly. Yeah, we're not getting. Yeah, the run up is a run up, but there's a lot more order in the way it's moving. A little bit of a run. Okay. Continuation selling pressure. 823s, yeah. Market is in sync on the short side. Next target is 876. Interesting. I mean, they put a captain setup, six-prong captain setup long here with a close above 93. Yeah, they're not doing it. Okay, that's fine. I'm looking for rallies to short into this market on a scalping basis only, considering here it comes. Target is hit. Next target 851. Rallies are shortable, and we have an 851 trade. All of a sudden, excuse me. Continuation. We're coming up on that 55 and 50. Market is where's Adam on all this stuff? That's your baby right here. All the stuff that's happening right now. Target is hit. Next target is 826. Continuation. I mean, here you go. I mean, the market's kind of working out the way we thought it's going to work out. Target is 826. Nice, nice. We're about to hit our target of 826. Target is hit. Next target is 801. Orderly selling pressure. Market is see Billy how, like, okay, when the market is in sync, how things start to kind of just progress in that direction. When the market got out of sync up here, there was a lot of distribution price action. Market got out of sync, in sync, out of sync, and there was a lot of price action in the 80s and the 90s that kind of just got faded and faded and faded. Then you got a captain setup short, and then the price start to behave very well after that on the short side. It's part of the market read that you're building. And the same thing when the market was running up, it's trending, and then you hit a distribution block, and boom, and now the market is retracing. Long, market gets out of sync. We pause and wait looking for more information. Then market reverses, short, till it hits a buy block, and the buy block could be in the 700s. You have the opening range from 716, excuse me. So that would be an area where the market can hit that and bounce right back up. Market speeding up on the short side, hitting the 90s. We should bounce a little bit in and around here. I'm looking for rallies to short into this market. $776 is our target. And about to get hit. Target is, wow, to the tick. They hit it, did not close. Yep, here we go. Next target 751. 751. Brutal is short. What's brutal? How come? This is your kind of day, Adam, where the market is just not doing crazy crap. Well, it's basically directional. I mean, this is short, 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 short. I thought you'll be all over that one. '55s. I mean, it looks like we're going to get to the 700. I mean, that's just how the market's behaving. I think we're going to test harmony zone number one here very quickly. Oh, wow. We're already there. Okay. Market is basing here. Wow. Yeah, there's a bit of a basing behavior going on here. Yeah, we may end up seeing the harmony zone number two if this is continue. Wow. Little bit of most likely we're gonna get out of sync here in a minute. If we start breaking anything over that 85. Yeah, we should go to the 93.96. Man, they keep rejecting the 80s. I mean, they're really holding on to harmony zone number 1. No, they're slapping people right back down. Market is still in sync on the short side, and let's see. I mean, the 50 NT Rinko is showing a captain setup short, but really the market is extended on the short side, and they're trying to base the market here. Our target is on a rally is 726. 726. Very choppy right here. Here comes a short covering rally. Oh, not for too long. Boom. Man, I was hoping to see the 90s come in, but nope. 726 is our target. Target is hit. Next target is 701. Let's remember what 700 means. It is the opening range. And that is a big level. And this zone right here is a very protective zone. That's the zone that we broke above and tested before we launched that big move upward. So coming into this level, if I'm short, I want to be short into this zone and not get short in here. And any long has to be really confirmed with a drop and a higher low, and not just kind of buying a falling knife, because you don't know if this is going to hold or not. But if it hits it, comes back, put on a higher low, then yeah, we potentially could play that game. But here the market put out a captain setup switch trade on the 50 NT Renko. We coming in literally to the tick, to the opening range, and bouncing right back up. $53s, and we'll see if they hold on to that. We're probably gonna get a bit of a push here to the 66s, but we'll see. Nope. Market is out of sync. That's a wall. Yeah, this kind of market is okay. Let's see here. We're in the middle of the range on the 200. There's a good chance that we're gonna keep playing this game of out of sync and in sync. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. If we get into the 60s, right in the middle of harm zone 1 and 2, that would be a good spot to get involved. An aggressive play is in the the 40s. Obviously, we're past that point. And the 701 is a whole number and the top end of the opening range. So, I mean, I don't want to get short here, even if it exhibits any momentum. And it's exhibiting momentum here. I just don't necessarily want to go and get short right at the opening range. That's an extended market. And most likely you're going to get some buyers. Plus this zone between the 38 to the 81s. That's a solid support to be tested again. Market is back in sync on the short side. Okay. Marty, how we doing, buddy? How's your day going? Setting pressure commence again. The rallies are shortable. That's okay. That's okay, Adam. Just keep improving, man. I mean, we're all improving anyway. Do you have a filter that measures if the market is in sync long or in sync short in any way? So this way you're constantly in the direction of like the short term and the big term trend. Because I know you do a lot of automated systems and you have a lot of stuff like that you're working on. Curious. Yeah, and you get new noise, and the market's out of sync. So out of sync is gonna get a lot. Ooh, that's nasty. Here you go. You're about to get paid. That should have been a what's your stop value? Because that seems like a very tight stop value. Like, all right, we're gonna see how the market is gonna run up to this value here, the 53s. See if they get there. Got a short at 53. I mean, there's a lot of distribution between 30 and 40, but boy, it's very noisy. Yeah, they're playing around that whole number. I don't want to play with them, be honest with you. I mean, if they give us a higher price and I could go in there and get short, so you're getting, you know, oscillation around the top end of the opening range. Here you go. Uh-oh, Captain set up long. Let me hold on for a second here. That's a captain setup. We're about to get into a captain. I'm gonna have to cancel this order. Okay, captain setup long on the 100 NT Renko. See, look at that captain here. Look at this captain down here. So that puts me in a holding pattern from trying to get short, even at that 53. So I want to just watch what the 53 does, where I would have had an order up there. I'm not going to go against the captain setup on the 100 NT Renko. I mean, they could run this back up to 800. So here comes the 53. I think they're going to get to the 53, and here we go. So we got to the 53. I mean, they hit it to the tick, right? man. Look at that rejection at that 53. It just that would have been superhero trade. But boy, man, I mean that meant I would have had to kind of go. I had to go against this captain setup, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. I just couldn't do it. That's a harmony zone number 2 trade right there. A big one. Shit. All right, back to Billy. Billy. So since you're going to be playing this zone trades and harmony zone number 1 and 2, you're looking at harmony zone number 2 from the perspective of a test and a retest. So I mean, you see the 53. So why 53 was something important? Because, like, I mean, literally, it's as close to the middle of that zone as possible, which is harmony zone number 2. So a trade there, that means your stop is going to be above the close of the 200 NT Renko. And it's important for me, if I test that zone and play with it, that my stop is legitimate and nullify the trend. So that needs to be above the 200 NT Renko bar. And then it tested and retested. All good. I disqualified it because of the captain setup, which is fine. But you're going to see a lot of these type of trades without the captain setup under it. Make sense? Now we're in this zone, harmony zone, not harmony zone, but the opening range, middle of the zone. So we're getting there, and a potential bounce off of it. So that's just a critical area for the market to hold. Retest of the 700s, probably the 90s. Let's see here. Did that get there? Yes, it did. So they're bouncing off of that zone. I mean, they are. So Market is out of sync. And we're pushing. Okay, so I have an order out there at 36.75. If they are kind enough to go pick it up, and that will give me an opportunity to get down to the 15. Testing harmony zone number 2 trade, and we may not even get that, but it's out there. We're about to get back in sync in this market on the short side with a push under 80, and here it comes. Okay, target is 651, 651. No go, no go on that order. No go. They're not gonna give it to me. That's fine. I mean, they're just respecting the 13s and the 30s, and not the 30s, but the 13s and the 23s, and they're respecting the 90s, and they're not coming back up. I know. This is our baby, Adam. This is what we like. I mean, they really bamboozled people. Look at that. You think the market is recovering? Think again. They're gonna do it this way. You're gonna think the market's gonna collapse? Well, think again. They're gonna run it back up. I mean, man, look at this market. Nasty. Well, the good news is we're getting a little bit more order. We got so close. We got so close to closing that candle. I mean, look at it right here. That has to be a bit concerning for the shorts right here. '83s, '83s. Okay, yeah, '83s to the '70s. Okay. Solana. You guys, anybody trade crypto? Back into that zone and back into buying into that zone. Market is out of sync. They're going to break that whole number. Mm-mm. Not too quick, huh? Yeah, they're rejecting that zone. Like right off the bat, rejecting it. Like I don't know now if it gets back up there because I need to be in there on a first touch basis into this zone. So I mean that's the first touch basis. They come in and push. That would have been a little bit aggressive if I go on a whole number and fade it. '83s. More pressure coming in. The good news is you're not just you're getting counters to every move. So that tells me that there's a lot of the participants are they're gonna break the 700 again. They're gonna hopefully push, then pull back. Ugh, not. I'm gonna have to cancel this order. There's too many tests of that zone. So I mean that tells me that the 13 could be an issue. I'll just see how it would have worked out. Like I don't want to be in a trade in the zone when it tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Because eventually they're gonna exhaust the sellers here and just swipe everything higher. So if my order placement is just a bit too high for what the market is doing, then just forget about it. That's what Tony Montana said, didn't it? Forget about it. Look at that. They're just loving that zone. Mark back in sync on the short side. All right. We're back in the zone, by the way. Back where they've been buying. The difference is we're making a lower highs here into this zone. So a break under 40 would be very significant. But they've been buying them. No, I'm 100. Hey, David. Yeah, it's not an easy day, David. I had a few trades here and there. I'm like up. What is that? Two, four, five accounts. I'm up money on. Three accounts. I'm down money on. What's working is the shorts and the longs. The market is like literally like a V inverted V. That's a V recovery, and that's just uh, a clown show. Run it up, bring it all the way back down. I mean, the good part is orderly and respecting the zones. That's an important thing. We're just chopping it up in the middle of that zone. It's a killer. Top end of it is the 18th, and the bottom end of it is the 640s to the 660s, and they're just buying that, selling that, and putting the market in a vice really. And it's either going to break that 13 to the higher into the 50s, or they're going to come back and yeah, it looks like we're going to break a little bit up. But the market has been fading these pushes. I mean, it's not like, that it's an easy sailing for the longs here. You go to the 13th, the odds are we're going to go back in. I mean, here we go. Another rejection of Harmony Zone number 2. I mean, they've been just tagging that zone left, right, and center. Here comes that 13. See that 13? Yeah, 13 to the 3 to the 700 is just, they're selling, but boy, are they just fighting here. Market is out of sync. Harmony zone number 2 is a battlefield. It looks like we're gonna end up going to that 25 and close that candle, which bottom end of that whole rotation. So a 728 can get us to the 60s and the 800 retest. I mean, that's just a possibility here. 13, the 13 is just still holding. And boom. 93, that's 20 points. Okay. All right, guys. I mean, I'm up a little bit of money here, like 600, 400, 200, a couple of 150 and 124. Down on 3 accounts, $200 a piece. Gonna call this a day. I like the price action. I like the stability of it. It's not wonky with 100-point moves in 2 seconds. So that at least gives us the opportunity to kind of measure risk a little bit more tightly. See that 13, bro. Man, they held on to that bad boy. Yeah, the 25 did not happen. Okay. Damn. That's a big move from 13 all the way down to 26. That is almost 100 points. And now they're getting nervous. You could see the nervousness coming in. I'm gonna go take some rest, get some food, go work out, maybe come back. Look at that before I go do that, because this is just really exciting, to be honest with you. See how the top end of that opening range, and they just slapped everybody down. You know? That's exciting. To see them do all these things. Huh. All right. Overall, not a bad day. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Have a good one.